most important thing when renting a property is the pride of ownership. If you don't have that pride of ownership, if the tenant doesn't feel like they're owning the property, even though they're not, but if you give them all the tools, you make them feel like it's their own home, that's when you yield as a tenant. So it's very hard to do that in an apartment complex or multi-unit building because they don't have that sense of ownership. They don't have a place necessarily to park their car, a place to do their barbecues, a place for their kids to enjoy, play in the backyard. You don't have any of those things. So we understand that having that pride of ownership is pretty much, even if it's a virtual one, it's what makes a big difference. Sometimes you gotta think of your tenants like your children, and you know how when you have two kids, they fight with each other, and then sometimes you're like, well, who's saying the truth? They're blaming each other. The one is complaining because the other one took something from the other one, and vice versa. So when you keep your children apart, it's better than when you have them together. If there's an issue, it's very easy to blame your brother or sister. In other words, it's very easy to say, no, it's the other person that you have renting on the other side, and vice versa. So you get into one bad tenant. Let's say you have a multi-unit building with 4 tenants. One tenant that could be the bad apple that make all the other apples go bad. Here at BNB, we try to get the high end of the low end, meaning that we want middle income families that make enough money to support a $9,000 to $1,000 a month rent. We figure that those are the people that, if they make enough money, that is the equation to yield, not 100% of the time, but most of the time at the tenant. So when you have a multi-unit building, what happens is that prices tend to go lower because it's based on quantity. So now you have 10, 15, 20 units. You have the flexibility to go cheaper on your rent. Well, that's good for the purpose of having more leads and finding more tenants. But it's not necessarily good for maintaining tenants because those tenants are going to be even lower income tenants. Because now a house 3-1 that you could rent in a low income neighborhood for like $900, if it's a 3-1 apartment, you can only get $700, $750. Why would you go for an apartment when you could get a house? Unless it's because of budget situations, because you don't have the money. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna be putting a lot of more videos out there, kind of like to coach you on how to find the ideal property and the ideal tenant. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. And for more information, don't forget to visit us at rentalforincome.com.